Yes, I welcome Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Monique, and the rest of the world. It is so good to be back with you for another day. It is all about Mikey Live. It is about what's making the news, what's breaking the internet, people. So many talks and talk out there, man. What's breaking? Yeah, you have a lady at the Spice Mass Corporation. She always asks me the question when she sees me. What's breaking, Mikey? What's breaking? So guys, what's breaking the internet? Anyway, hello to you guys. It's another program for you. It's my pleasure to be back with you for another day, folks. And of course, we have a few things to tell you about. I'll try not to keep you too long on the program tonight. You understand? So let's go. GUTCU awards $12,000 in scholarship to TAMCC students. Criminal Records Office relocated. It's like we are in the dry season again, says Nawasa. The place so hot. Imagine this. We are in the hurricane season when we should be getting air water. And Nawasa is saying, hey, the dams are depleting. Cause for concern. The dams are depleting. And so there's valve regulations in place. I ain't making it up. Folks, we have a real thing to tell all about. The body found at Fort Judy Bay. We are going to provide you with an update on that. All right, we told you about it last night, and we told you we were going to get more. Well, we get information for you, all right? So in a while, after confessing his undying love to her, a man kills his 20-year-old girlfriend. All right. Anyway, 2 women's loud hotel sex mistaken for a fight, and it leads to gunshot. We're going to tell you more about that. Tropical disturbance stationary over the southeastern Bahamas. I don't know what to say again. Another system affecting Bahamas. Eh? And not just that it's to affect Bahamas, you know. It's stationary. Tell me if you ever heard of a system being stationary except Dorian. And Dorian being stationary over the Bahamas. No, there's another system, stationary, southeast Bahamas. Tell me something. Tell me. When I say over, I mean below, because southeast, you know, so it's going to be at the bottom. Eh? You find that making sense? So, folks, we have that to tell you and more. I want to encourage you to share the business. Also, we have our entertainment piece for you. I want to encourage you to share the business. All right? And when they share the business, that's how other people gets to know that we are live. So all you, go ahead and do the thing, particularly for those of you who are on Facebook, go ahead and share the business. Folks, we are taking a short break and we shall return in a moment.
They're coming from near and far to blaze the gospel in song. Saturday, October 26th, Grenada National Stadium. Get ready to break every chain. Featuring for the first time in Grenada, Grammy award-winning gospel artist Tasha Cobbs. And live from Jamaica, the sensational Jermaine Edwards. And many more. Tickets on sale now at gotofet.com. Stay tuned to this station for more info.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz Ready Finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz, bringing value home.
From the restaurant to your stomach fast.
It's my money.
It's my money.
It's my money, and I need it now.
Grenada, come get your money. Oh, and did I mention 2 cars? Get ready for the massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo, where you can win 2 sleek Suzuki Swift sports cars plus $40,000 in cash. Wow. It's an event you don't want to miss. Sunday, October 6th at the National Stadium from 5 p.m. Get your tickets for only $60 for 1 or $100 for 2. Just imagine, on Sunday, October 6th, you can walk to the venue and drive away in a Suzuki Swift sports car plus $40,000 in cash at the massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo. Sponsored by Carol, Glenelg, Mikey Live, GoToVet.com, and Waggy T Rentals and Sound Company.
That's my car.
So we want to officially welcome you to tonight's program, and for those of you who are watching the program for the first time, we would like to say thank you for so doing and welcome. In alignment with its aim to support the community, which is in which it operates, the GUT Credit Union has awarded 12 scholarships to students pursuing their studies at the T.A. Marisho Community College. Now, this year's recipients come from all across the island and have gained acceptance to the School of Arts and Science and School of Applied Arts and Technology on the St. George's and St. Patrick campuses. Now, Giselle Mercer, a 2018 recipient, had her scholarship renewed after she displayed excellent performance in her first year. Mercer achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.88 out of 4.0. This is almost perfect. And so the GUTCU continue to do their best. Now, since 2012, the GUT Credit Union has awarded over 110 scholarships to TAMCC students valued at $1,000 each. The scholarship program was created to assist students desiring to attend the tertiary institution based on their financial needs, academic achievement, and potential to succeed. So congratulations, all right? Now we're moving on. The Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public that the Criminal Records Office, that's the CRO, and the Prosecution Department have been relocated to Yonge Street, St. George's, in the vicinity of the Marketing and National Importing Board. All telephone numbers will remain the same. CRO, the number 435-2923, and the Prosecution Department 440-3260. So please be guided accordingly. We are moving on. Watch, some of all are watching some of our little shady program yet. All the shady business, shady thing. I don't know. Facebook does tell us now when all the shady program and when all the shade. So shady business. Oh yeah. The next thing that we have to tell all there about, boy. It is like we are in the dry season again, says officials from Nawasa. The effects of extended drought continues to affect us, and it affects the water system. Now, what I say, listener dread, they are not, in fact, not they, they are just managing the water supply. We are not receiving as much rain as we should at this time of the year. How many days now we don't get not a drop of rain? You understand? So they are saying that this is cause for concern. In fact, there's a valve regulation in place right now.
The harshness of an extended dry season in the midst of what should be the hurricane or rainy season, the biggest challenge currently facing the National Water and Sewage Authority NWASA. With significantly reduced water supply coming into the dams, the authority's ability to provide a consistent supply remains tested, and the reinstituting of valve regulation schedules has little to no impact. Ernest Bruno, Assistant Manager, Transmission and Distribution, and his team understand just too well how the absence of rainfall can impact a company's ability to meet its customers' needs.
The challenges we are faced now is what I would like to call limited water supply, very limited. For now, we are as though we are in the dry season once again. As everyone can see, the rainfall has almost stopped. It means that our source is very depleted. Some of the areas affected, if I just to name a few, are Annandale, we have Les Avocats, Mardi Gras, and Bonaccord. Well, the area which is most severely affected for now is Les Avocats. And as we all know, Les Avocats supply areas basically from Menaka right onto Parade. That will also include Richmond Hill, Monjaloo, and those areas.
The Les Avocats Dam is hardest hit and records a reduction of intake of more than 50%. Junior Moraine is the plant supervisor of the Production and Quality Department.
With the diminishing rainfall, our dam has go down significantly. Okay, the dam we are standing in here now is an 18-feet dam, and at present, if you see what our water level is, it's 10 feet down. So you understand the amount left. And the plant, which has a capacity of 300,000 gallons per day, that has been significantly reduced to in the region of 190 on some days, or 200 at occasional times.
Caribbean Climate Outlook Bulletin September to November identifies Grenada as among countries in the region where long-term drought might possibly develop. Consumers are again being encouraged to invest in some form of storage and conserve as much as possible. The authority reminds the general public of our continued calls to have water stored to last at least 3 days, representing 35 gallons per person per day.
So the various conservation methods must be used, right? As I said before, this is like the dry season. You're washing off your vehicle with your hose and everything. In these areas I spoke about, we must try to reduce it. We have to inform the children. You know, the children are the best so as to broadcast for us. So we have to let the children know that they have to use the water as sparingly as possible. Right? So what we also try to let customers know is to have storage for at least 3 days. So in areas where the water does not reach during the valve regulation, or when water is pressed to that area, we always try to use our truck so as to come in and to fill our customers.
The authority continues to monitor all water systems and their capacity to meet demand, and will keep affected consumers fully aware of their supply status as information becomes available. It is worth noting that although we may receive spells of heavy rainfall during a given month, these tend to be few and easily overshadowed by longer periods of dry spells. The Caribbean Drought Outlook notes that the September to October peak of the Caribbean heat season, which runs from May to October, is likely to see a marked increase in heat waves and the associated heat stress. Drought impacts in currently affected areas are generally expected to decrease towards November.
Oh, okay. All right, so it's like we are in the dry season, and so they are saying that we need to practice all those kind of water conservation things and things like that, you know. So yeah, folks, we've been telling you about the National Democratic Congress and their plans to meet with their supporters, and of course tomorrow, God's willing, will be one such day when they will be protesting again, they say, against corruption, wrongdoing, and the likes. Of course, it will be held this time in St. Andrew, that is in Grenville, and it will be by the Escomas store. And so they are calling out on all the supporters to come out in your numbers to support, show solidarity, and protest against corruption and this and that and the other. We are moving on, folks. the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, is you know, last night we were telling you about the situation where a body was found in the Fort Judy area. Now we have since been able to get more information from the police. They say they are, yes, investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a 63-year-old male resident of Piti Bakai in St. David. Now the body was discovered approximately 4:28 p.m. on Wednesday, 11th September, face down between some rocks in diving gear, and that's at the Fort Judy Bay, St. George. Now, an eyewitness claims that at around midday, he encountered the said man with his diving gears and he appeared to be drunk. We cannot confirm. Now, at the time of the discovery, he said he met a large gathering at the end of the beach and was told that the said man, in which he thought might have been drunk, was dead. Police are doing their investigation into this matter. You know, I've been trying to figure out if it's that man. There's a man that used to walk similarly from Wester Hall to Fort Judy. I cannot. I do not know if that's the man, because I know I used to see this guy in the area all the time. Anyway. So let's see what the investigation would reveal. All right, but dear boy, that is a serious one. We are moving on. How are we looking for time? Let me see what else we have for all here. This today pictures started circulating on social media, again relating to the whole Callistra thingy, and people, oh, my boy calling me on the program, I can't answer, partner. You know, people asking what went on, what this and what that, and what this and what that. You understand? Let's see. Yesterday, Callistra put out a statement and so on, giving her version of what might have happened. We have since not heard from the minister in question in terms of what happened. Yes, but there are a lot of speculation, this and that. But Grenada is so easy to. This whole thing has become political. NDC versus NDC on what? Sorry, NDC versus NMP on what each side believe would have happened. Mind you, many of these people have no clue. Yeah, but are putting things out there, somewhat to gather some sort of public reaction. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we are no longer we are not as mature as we should be politically. Yeah, no one sees the need to be objective. What we want to do is support our side. And there are some people who put themselves in situations, become subject of scenarios for that same purpose. You know, it's unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate that what? Your dog in the area, why have another one to walk on? Oh God! But no. No, it's Mikey do an interview. Me don't do no interview. Me doing no interview. You understand? It's not necessary. You understand? It's not necessary. And you see, we try to stay out of something business. You understand? Oh, Mikey, why don't you? Mikey, why? Anyway, let me leave that piece here. Anyway, this is a picture that has been circulated on that is being rather circulated on social media. You know, this is the the person in question, the blue and white, Calistra, and Senator Garway, and then you see on the right of them, you have the press secretary, Philomena Robertson, and then I think that the other person there looks like Minister Cohen. All right, so Jan, no. Mikey, why not? Watch now. Who are going to interview? Tell me who to interview. Who all want me to interview? About what? Who you want me to interview? You want me to interview Garwin? I ain't interviewing one without the other. You understand? So that don't even really that talk there. I have like a prescription. The doctor give me like a prescription. So I see I'm gonna read up the prescription and then gonna have business. Yeah, I mean, just before I take the medicine, people, the medicine had thing about bipolar. Okay, I take it a dog. I say I don't make it up, you know. I say they try to set me up. You know what I mean? Or they try to set me up. Next thing I take that and then play smash up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I look a headache here. Give me medic. I take a medicine there. I get a piece of medicine and a piece of paper. I see they put an ingredient in the medicine that is not for me, so I don't take it. You know what I mean? But yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have to, you know, a man circulates something and then he asks if it's true after. You understand? Why? Because it depends on which side you're on. Then, you know, you perpetuate certain things. No, I'm serious. I mean, I sometimes I'm disappointed and I get kind of emotional and thing. I get really emotional when people drag the media into their business. Why is the media not saying nothing? And why is this and why is that and why is this and why is that? Inform yourself. You sure you want to hear from the media? Are you sure? You know, people coming on the media and thing. Are you sure that you want to hear what the eyewitnesses who are media people have to say about this incident? Nah, man. Sometimes I'll look at me. Anyway, let me that talk. You understand? Yeah, man. Sometimes you see certain things I don't want to say anything, eh? Certain things I don't want to say anything. But guys, you know, the people who making all the noise and thing. Yo, come on, man. Be real. You know? Stop trying to mislead the public about certain things and things. You know what I mean? And sometimes some of us, we understand that people are looking for a cause to support. There's an appetite for us to cling to something. And you know what? Some people manipulate that appetite. You understand? And it'll get me sick. But anyway, I don't want to get sick because they'll put ingredients in the medicine that is for people who have bipolar and I'm gonna business. Yeah, that'll be it. Anyway, let me go. Earlier, after confessing his love and them kind of thing, this guy, now Olio, this is one of the biggest stories right now. This is one of the biggest stories right now. Hours after United States man professed his undying love for the mother of his child, police found the Trinidadian woman dead in their Florida apartment early yesterday morning. 20-year-old Kiara Aline, originally from Point 14, Trinidad, was found murdered in her apartment. The man suspected of killing her, 30-year-old. Would you imagine that? They say they catch him following a burglary and car fire. Would you imagine that? Oh, you love, you love, you love. Officers learned that the man posted on social media his plans to take his own life after Aline's body was found. They say he dropped the baby off with family members who brought her to the sheriff's office at around 8 a.m. yesterday. That was clock, right? I mean, what could happen for a man to take the life of the woman that he so loves, or that he so confesses to love? But people, on a real, this story is floating everywhere. Yeah? And you know how to say it, and I don't put him in my mouth in back to say it, because she's very pretty. You know, there's a certain level of empathy or sympathy. If he was an ugly girl, they don't hear about it, you know. I ain't making it up. That's the truth. I ain't want to offend nobody, but that's the truth. I never see the death of a black woman run around so worldwide. All kind of news put up the story. Never see that yet. If was an ugly person, Anyway, lately that talk, I'm saying it because I'm an advocate for ugly people, because I want to. Anyway, let's get serious. But no, it's the truth. And that's what I was telling you the other day. I would never get involved in a cause unless we are fighting for the same thing. Free up ugly people. You understand? All you. 2 women's loud sex in a hotel was mistaken for a fight. They say that police responded to a fight inside a hotel room. You know? Then it turned out it was just 2 women having loud sex. It ended with a security guard getting shot at. That's what they're saying. I don't make it up. I don't make it up. They say that's what the charging documents is revealing. That happened on Monday at the Days Inn Hotel in Maryland. I ain't making it up. It's in the news. They say it all started when 2 clerks working at the front desk of the hotel got a call from one of the rooms. And during the call, the workers reportedly heard 2 people fighting in the background, prompting the on-duty security guard to call the police. Arriving officers spoke with 2 women who were supposedly in the room when the commotion was heard. Each told the police they were not fighting, but they were having sex. At the request of the security officer, police ordered the women to pack up and leave the hotel. One of the women thought she would have left her cell phone in the room, at which point she had an officer escort her back to that room so that she could look for it. When they returned, the other woman, who's 34 years old, had gone into the lobby and began to argue with the hotel staff. Now, according to the guard, the woman pulled out a handgun and pointed it at him. The guard then tried to take that gun away and wrestled with the woman to the ground, causing the gun to fire and strike a door frame in the lobby. Why? You know, that's a movie. They said there was a police officer right outside, just several feet away. And he was heading back to his patrol car when he heard the gunshot. The officer came back inside and saw the woman being restrained by the security guard and arrested her. Them woman of them. I never hear that yet. They say that she's currently being held without bond on multiple charges, including attempted second-degree murder, first and second-degree assault, and gun crimes. Wow, boy! Oh, God! I'm watching the comments. I only hear for the comments in all the lily lolo. Olio, on a serious note now, we are moving on, right? Now, one of the next things that I want to share with you is, let me see if I could get our boy. Do you know that there is another system out there likely to affect the Bahamas? Listen to this now. A tropical storm warning is in effect for northwestern Bahamas. Bahamas again. At 8 o'clock, the poorly defined center of the disturbance was located by satellite surface observations and reconnaissance aircraft near latitude 23.7 north, longitude 74.8 west. They say that the disturbance has been stationary over southeastern Bahamas. What the jail? But I a joke. It's about, like, what? The second time we're hearing about a system being stationary, both of them within weeks, a week apart, and the same place? Likely to affect, listen, tropical storm warning, dog. Bahamas again. So that's the red X on your screen. And you're also seeing an orange projection. Let's tell you about that one. A tropical wave it is, located several hundred miles west of the Cabo Verde Islands. It is currently producing limited and disorganized shower activities. Now, according to weather officials, conditions are expected to become more conducive for development in a couple of days, and a tropical depression could form early next week while the system moves quickly westward across the tropical Atlantic. Now, there's a formation chance through a 48-hour period of 0%, and a formation chance through a 5-day period, which is 40%. We are going to continue to monitor this system, all right, as it slowly develops. We're moving on. How are we looking for time? We have to start moving a little quicker, all right? Between Tuesday afternoon and yesterday morning, 2 people were killed in separate incidents in Trinidad. Now, what does this mean? The 2019 murder total 374 up to last night, while the toll at this time of the year last year was less. 369 it was. So we have 5 more this time around than the same period last year. Trinidad and Tobago. I need not read more. Okay? We are moving on. Moving on. The next story that I have to tell all about while we're heading over to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We want to thank Kenton Chance of the Eyewitness News for this story. A man who gave his age as 47 but is said to be older was on Thursday jailed for indecent assault of a 10-year-old girl. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is like, you can't get away from it, no way you go. You understand? But this is not the end of his legal troubles. On Monday, the man is to appear before the family court on an indictable charge of having had sex with the same girl. They're also saying that they understand that he also, on Eyewitness News understand that he also on unlawful sexual intercourse charges relating to the girl's 9-year-old sister. On Thursday, at the Serious Offences Court in Kingston, Jackson pleaded guilty to a charge that between June 30th and August 31st, 2019, he indecently assaulted the 10-year-old. Not just the 10-year-old, unlawful sexual intercourse charges relating to the girl's 9-year-old sister as well. And it brings me to the point that even here in Grenada, when you hear people talk, when you hear these young ladies talk about an uncle, a brother, a family member, a cousin, you hear they say that their sister was also molested. Which brings me to the point, people, make sure all you know who all you living, all the children by, boy or girl, it don't make a difference these days. And when you had children around the same age, your girl children, it don't matter whether they are 13 or they are 5 these days, you know. Watch out for them freshmen and them. And sisters, big sisters, I'm talking to you now. If you have a member in your family who interfered with you or who has interfered with you, and you know you have a little sister in that home, I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation to have. Find a way to put out the lamp to craft your conversation just to make sure everything okay with your little sister. Because based on history, you understand? If they're troubling you or have troubled you, chances are that they're doing that to your little sister too. We're moving on. Olya, what I want to do is I want to take a quick break. You understand? National Report want to compete with me these days. National Report want to compete with me these days. So we have an extra few minutes on the National Report tonight. All right, so what I have to do for you now, we're going to go take a quick break, come back with our entertainment piece. Following the entertainment piece, we're going to do for you the National Report. How are we looking for time? I'll drink some water on the program tonight, man.
They're coming from near and far to blaze the gospel in song. Saturday, October 26th, Grenada National Stadium. Get ready to break every chain. Featuring for the first time in Grenada, Grammy award-winning gospel artist Tasha Cobbs. Live from Jamaica, the sensational Jermaine Edwards. And many more. Tickets on sale now at gotofet.com. Stay tuned to this station for more info.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Give your kids a new start this term with back-to-school deals from Quartz. Save big with great deals store-wide. Get desktop, laptops, tablets, backpacks, and so much more. Get it all now with Quartz-ready finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Get a new start back to school with great deals from Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, folks, and what we have for you right now is our entertainment piece for tonight. Now, Khalifa and Melo, Grannans, their official music video has gained up to 50,000 views the last time we checked. Now, the song comes from the rhythm Pond Road Rhythm, and it was one of the hits for Spice Mass 2019. Here is our entertainment piece for today, Grannans.
Aha! Whitfield! No intro proper. Gotta find when she put her in. Nah boy, nah. Mellow by that song, but it on the intro. Aha! Cause all she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. Girl, know you like a bus, so I don't know. Like she want to pull the bus though. She tell she friends come on and let's go. All she friends up where they going, but it's like she on a bus though. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop. She tie up, she shut and roll up the sleeve just like a tank top. Someone will be time the conductor pick her up the bus shop. He drop her on the right and pick her right back up on the left stop. Then drop her on the next stop. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. Girl, how you like a bus, so I don't know. Like she want to pull the bus though. She tell she friends come on and let's go. All she friends up where they going, but it's like she on a bus though. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. All she want is KFC, she like the free ride. If you ain't walking bus ain't getting no blind. If you ain't have the bus ain't getting no try. The driver rich but the conductor is the guy. Dog, I'm fed up with you, dog. All I need to take money and get a sugar my KFC, that? Nah, dog. Shooter, I want to walk up. Hey, man. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans. Girl, how you like a bus, so I don't know. Like she want to pull the bus though. She tell she friends come on and let's go. All she friends up where they going, but it's like she on a bus though. All she want to hear is Grannans. Girl, where you going? Down there. Grannans. She don't take him bus if he don't go in Grannans. I meet her on the bus stop in St. David's going Grannans.
Grannans. This is one of the songs that really mash up Spice Mass 2019. As we move on, folks, what we have for you next is the National Report. And immediately following the National Report, what we would have for you is the weather. So stay right there. Here comes your National Report.
Government spends close to $2.4 million for the latest batch of scholarship recipients. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Thursday, September 12th, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. 59 additional scholarship recipients have received awards for study at tertiary institutions at home and abroad. The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development and Religious Affairs hosted a scholarship awards ceremony at the Youth Center in Montrouge on Thursday. Details from Annette Moore.
Applying for a scholarship was paramount for me in order for me to be able to do this degree, first of all, because there was no way I would have been able to afford it on my own. Therefore, it was one of the options I was looking into for a while, and that was one of the reasons why I applied for the government scholarship. I'm very appreciative that the committee would have selected me.
Award ceremonies for scholarship signals the importance of our human resource development. When you are given this award as young people, it signals not only Grenada's commitment to you, it signals that Grenada is proud of you. Grenada has embraced your academic excellence, and we are providing the opportunity so that you can further your studies, so that you can develop this lovely nation of ours.
Scholarship awards totaling approximately $2.4 million were presented to the 59 recipients in several areas. 30 students received awards for undergraduate study and 14 for master's level degrees in international business and multi-sector health management at the St. George's University through the joint efforts of the Government of Grenada and SGU. 9 awardees received master's scholarships from the People's Republic of China, and 6 students received economic cost bursary assistance scholarships from the Government of Grenada. The Assistant Dean of Admissions of SGU delivered remarks on behalf of her institution.
Be an extraordinary student. Do not merely attend classes and complete your assignments, but get involved. Engage in your university community. Contribute to your local community through various volunteer projects. Studies have shown that students who actively participate in clubs and organizations, work part-time, and volunteer during their studies, they have a higher probability of securing a professional job after university.
Ambassador to Grenada from the People's Republic of China addressed the audience, noting that he's often asked why China provides so much assistance to Grenada, a nation so far away.
China intends to help Grenada speed up the progress overall economic and social development by providing sincere and service assistance. In 2018, China and Grenada signed the Memorandum of Understanding and Joint Construction of One Belt One Road initiative, which opened a new chapter in our bilateral relationship.
I want to again, on the behalf of the government and people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, express our sincerest appreciation to you, Ambassador, and the People's Republic of China, and St. George's University. We thank you for partnering with us in making a better life for our people.
I have recently completed a first degree, and the next step, of course, is pursuing a master's degree. Because of the responsibilities that I have here in Grenada, SGU is the ideal choice because it's an online program. This master's program would increase my opportunities for a job, as well as help me to develop myself, my community, and my country.
Minister with responsibility for tertiary education, Honorable Pamela Moses, congratulated the recipients and encouraged them to do well.
Awardees, you are to give it your all. Never give up. Quitting is not an option for you. And when you can't go any further, you must let go and let God.
The minister also reminded them to contribute to national development.
Awardees, you have a lot to be thankful for, and your gratitude should be shown in your actions. Therefore, I will suggest that you show your gratitude by giving back to your society.
Awardees shared their goals for the future and their appreciation for the scholarship provided.
I applied for the scholarship primarily to study the area of tourism, hospitality, due to the huge investment that is happening in our country now with the hotels and so on that is happening, that is being built. And I believe that with these hotels being built, we as Grenadian people can be afforded the opportunity to be able to spearhead or manage these very important departments, such as the culinary department or the food and beverage department. Because oftentimes you realize that you bring in foreign persons to manage these departments here in our country. So with this degree, it would allow me to be able to pass on the knowledge and the skills to manage within this department.
They have assisted me, for example, in giving me this scholarship. So I think it is very important that I give back to them and help develop Grenada even more. In 5 years from now, I intend to be working along with the Fisheries Department of Grenada in helping to preserve and protect our coastal areas, our marine reserves.
For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
Insurance for fishermen, youth in agriculture, and predial larceny. Some of the salient topics addressed when farmers and fisherfolk met Wednesday as part of the ongoing Budget 2020 stakeholder consultation. Meetings are also scheduled to be held with social partners, the Trades Union Council, youth, and the private sector. Karima Lewis reports on Wednesday's meeting with the Ministry of Agriculture, which was held in Grenville.
It was an evening of healthy discussion surrounding concerns and suggestions regarding agriculture and fisheries and how these impact the Grenadian economy, as over 130 farmers and fisherfolks came together for the annual budget consultation. The 3-hour event held at High Level Grenville St. Andrew was an event of the Ministry of Finance, held in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries as they seek to gain pertinent information for possible inclusion in the 2020 budget. Attending the session was Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Honorable Yulin Bean Hosford, Minister with responsibility for disaster management and information, Senator Winston Garwe, and Prominent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Elvis Maureen. Minister Bean Hosford, in her address to the farmers and fishermen, explained a number of initiatives in the pipeline geared towards the development of farmers and farming in Grenada, from tackling predial larceny to the development of youth in agriculture.
The amendments of the Predial Larceny Act, the reconstitution of the multi-stakeholders Predial Larceny body, introduction of cameras and the erection of billboards in strategic locations throughout the state once the hotline is established. The implementation of the pilot land bank project, which will provide useful information on the availability of lands. These lands will be utilized in the implementation of the Youth in Agriculture project. The Ministry of Agriculture, you may have heard about this Youth in Agriculture project for quite a while, but we get in there. The Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth, developed a conceptual framework for the project, which will be fleshed out in the coming weeks in preparation for implementation and commencement of targeted training for the beneficiaries.
Senator Winston Garwe encouraged the attendees, in particular the fisherfolks, to get themselves insured, as the Ministry of Climate Resilience has entered into a partnership with the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance Facility, CRIF, to bring to Grenada the Coast Parametric Insurance.
It's to ensure that in the event of an impact from either a cyclone or a hurricane of the sort, or with the rise in sea levels, that can impact livelihoods, that can prevent our fisher folks from making an income to take care of their families. There is a facility available to cushion the effects should there be another Ivan. Every fisher folk is required at this point in time to be registered and to be a part of the program. So the Ministry of Fisheries at this point in time are doing as we say, the registration process to bring on board all our fisher folk.
Prominent Secretary Elvis Maureen implored on the farmers to have a business-like approach to their farming.
I believe farmers have to understand, and I keep saying that since I joined the ministry, you must take your farming as a business. You know, you have to look at it. It's something that you have to secure. I remember last year at the annual General Cocoa Association meeting, a farmer said something which had me thinking, Minister made an observation about youth in agriculture. And the gentleman asked, Minister, you're talking about youth in agriculture. What about the elders in agriculture? No, this is not a simple statement. Because the farmer recognized that I have been doing that all my life. And I have to do that until I dead, because there's no way I have something that I can lean on. It's because we are not taking farming as a business. Right? You have to apply the business.
For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Karima Lewis.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight, candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on, people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
Continuing the news, Grenada.
Thank you very much, and this is where we're going to end the national report again. We are running out of time, and we need to do the weather, so we apologize for that. Hey, good news! No, it's not good news. All right, we are about to end tonight's program. Right, so let's get the weather report for you. All right. So for tonight, we expect some extra cloudiness overnight with a low chance of some light to moderate early morning showers and thunder showers. Winds are northeasterly to southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm overnight. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And that is your weather report, folks. I want to thank you very much for being on the program, and of course we are looking forward to another very interesting program tomorrow, God's willing. So Ezran, Noreen, Zaka, Charmaine, Veronica, Lucian, Candice, Magna, Charlene, Merrick, Abigail, and Ernesto, Irma, and everyone else on the program, I'd like to say thank you for joining us. And let's look forward to another interesting program. All right, next day, tomorrow, God's willing. Kireen and Rolanda, Angel, Noreen and John, everyone else, all the regulars, Mom, Kevin, and everyone else, man, Patsy and the whole crew, thank you for viewing. And those of you viewing on WPG10, Min, I see you there, all right? Those of you on WPG10, thank you for watching. God bless you. Do have yourselves a good night. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Good night, everyone.